Political promises. Weird things, these. A lot of people feel like Obama is breaking his political promises when it comes to the environment. But I don't think that these people really understand what Obama was promising to start with. Right now, a lot of my friends are in Washington, D.C., protesting the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline. And I'm clearly not. Why? Well, I'm not in D.C. because the idea of spending money that I don't have right now to take an 8-hour bus trip down to Washington, D.C. so I can march around in a circle in a place where the people who have decision-making power aren't even there on a weekend, it doesn't seem very appealing to me. And why are we marching around in a circle? We're marching around in a circle to stop the big evil oil company from Canada from building a pipeline from the tar sands in Alberta down to the Gulf Coast. Not that political borders mean anything to global capitalism. And why is the pipeline so bad? Because the pipeline is kicking native people like the Dene, the Cree, the Metis off of their land. The extraction causes people to get cancer, and then we're transporting this highly toxic, highly corrosive substance through miles of pipeline from Alberta all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Pipelines which will break and will spill this toxic, corrosive, cancerous substance into our water table. And even if it does reach the Gulf Coast safely, all that oil is going to get burned and put into our atmosphere, which will put our atmosphere above the 350 parts per million, which scientists agree would be game over for our climate. And so who's the person that we're asking to stop this from happening? That would be the president, Democrat Barack Obama. But since the pipeline crosses a national border, surely there must be some sort of international treaty that had to have been signed by a president. Was it President Bush? No, it was the current president, Democrat Barack Obama. All these environmental organizations are asking us to get on a bus and go to DC to beg the guy who caused this to become an issue to start with to change his mind. But I'm not so sure that he's going to change his mind, which is another reason that I'm not in DC today. I'm not really into begging power to do the right thing. I'm much more interested in getting people who can be trusted into power, who I know will do the right thing. People like you, people like me, people like Bernie Sanders, Dennis Kucinich, people like Dr. Jill Stein, David Cobb, Ralph Nader. I'm far more interested in building power and using power than I am in begging. Leaders in the environmental movement, like Bill McKibben, are insisting that we need to hold Barack Obama accountable. But hold him accountable to what? Did he not realize what he was voting for? Did Bill McKibben not know what an all-of-the-above energy policy meant? Because all of the above includes tar sands. How can somebody be held accountable to something that they never promised to do to start with? One can only be held accountable to things that they either promised to do or not to do. I mean, imagine that you're dating somebody and they insist that you promised to buy them a yacht, which you clearly never did. And then they get all pissy at you because you don't buy them a yacht. That's the kind of accountability that Bill McKibben is insisting that we pursue. I mean, Obama, with his all-of-the-above energy policy, promised to include tar sands, coal, offshore drilling, and nuclear power in our national energy portfolio. If we're going to be holding him accountable, that means that we're going to be ensuring that we include tar sands, coal, offshore drilling, and nuclear power in our national energy portfolio, just like he promised. Another frustration that I have with Bill McKibben is in his Do the Math tour, he pointed to developments around the world, in places like Germany, where they're currently moving towards the new renewable energy economy, and they're decades ahead of us. But he neglected to point out the reason why Germany was pursuing those energy policies. It was because the Green Party won seats in Parliament, formed a coalition government, and then pursued those exact policies that he's lauding. We aren't going to get new policies to transition to the new renewable energy economy by voting for the same old dirty parties who take the same old dirty money from the same old dirty energy companies. And that's another reason why you should vote Green. The Green Party doesn't take corporate money at all, ever. And it's for that reason that the Green Party is a party you would actually want to hold accountable, because that would mean that they're doing the right things, which they promised to do, instead of doing the wrong thing, which the Republicans and Democrats always promise to do. Political promises. Weird things, these.
Killing you!
You're watching The Punk Patriot, to life, liberty, in pursuit of a less fucked up government. If you like this video, please donate what you think it was worth. You can find the link down in the description of the video. Also, let me know what you think in the comments section. Were you down in DC today, or do you have friends who are? Let me know what you think of this video. Please share this video with your friends and your enemies. The only way that this channel will expand is through word of mouth and people like you. So thank you very much. Peace. I don't know, it looks the same to me.
Well, you look brighter.
to me, but I am not the camera.
Yeah, I mean the camera has a different way of looking at things.